Hello and welcome back. Yesterday we left off talking about bologna sandwiches, so I thought it would be only fitting to start today's video with bologna sandwiches. When I was editing yesterday's video, I remembered about a $14 sandwich that I ordered from Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill. And I think there's only a few of those locations left, and I think they're all in Oklahoma. But there used to be one here in Las Vegas. The menu says that it's Toby Keith's favorite item, and the description on the menu says fried bologna sandwich, sliced thick, jack and cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, Toby's barbecue sauce on Texas toast, $14. Now I've had this bologna sandwich, and when they say thick, they mean thick. Like Carl's Jr. $6 burger, hamburger patty, thick slice of bologna. It's not like the slice of bologna that you fry at home and you have to cut a little slit in it because the bologna bubbles up. It's not like that. Like, you'd have to stick your knife into this piece of bologna like a ½ inch thick. There's no reason for it. The bologna is so heavy that it would never bubble up. Alright, so that's enough about bologna, hopefully for the week. I'll try to hold off on any additional bologna talk. My next thing is salt and pepper shakers. And I want to get your guys' opinions on salt and pepper shakers, because over the years we've kind of transitioned to the grinder, the salt and pepper grinders, and they used to be like my favorite thing. If you ever go to Red Lobster, they always had the salt and pepper grinder on the table, and it always seemed like it was better than the salt and pepper that you had at home. And so we've transitioned to those salt and pepper shakers over the years, and I think we've got at least 2, maybe 3 sets around the house of those things. And they're not cheap, and I can tell you that they're never consistent. Like, maybe out of the box for a little while, maybe they're a little bit consistent, but it's the pepper's always different sizes. The salt never comes out right, or you get a piece of salt in your food that's like the texture of a rock. And then there's trying to refill them. Like, they're all different to refill too, like the mechanism. So you go in there and you try to refill them, and the thing falls apart. So I don't know, I felt like I was sick of it, and I'm like, I just want a regular salt and pepper shaker. I don't care if it's just like the salt and pepper shaker that you buy on the shelf in the store. It's probably cheaper just to buy it that way anyways, but it's like, it's so much of a load off of my life. Real first world problems, but I like the new salt and pepper shaker that I have, and it's working out very well. And another thing that I noticed, like the pepper kernels that you put inside of the pepper shakers, like, they're good for a short period of time, and then you go in and they sit in your cabinet for whoever knows how long, depending on how big of a thing. And we probably bought the Costco one or the Sam's Club one, to be honest with you, but they sit there, and I swear those kernels, they lose their flavor. So, like, this way I feel like the pepper's got real pepper taste. And so anyways, I'm happy with my decision. I've gone away from the salt and pepper shakers that have caused so much misery in my life. Alright, so what's next on the agenda? Let's talk about lasagna. I don't know why we're just going to talk about food today, but do you ever get those big Stouffer lasagnas from the store that feed like your entire family and then the neighbor? the neighbor's family too. Like, I grew up on those things. I've had those for years. I made friends because of those lasagnas. Literally, like, my mom made these lasagnas, and then the neighbors would come over, and they would know that she would make those things, and so they would come over like every time they made those things. And then just a few years ago, we were having one. It was my family and my girlfriend's family. We had gotten one for dinner, and my brother-in-law got out a jar of creamy Alfredo sauce and poured it on the lasagna. And if that lasagna wasn't already good enough, it was freaking fantastic now. That I know that was a little off, well, I guess it wasn't off topic, but kind of added to the conversation there. But the reason why I was thinking about that is I was listening to the radio this morning, and this one guy called in talking about the different foods at Costco, and suggested to the radio DJ that he should buy a Costco hot dog and put it in a slice of Costco pizza and roll it up and eat it, and that was the best thing ever. I don't know, I thought about that, and I'm like, that sounds good. I don't think I would do it though, because when I want a hot dog, I want a hot dog, and when I want a pizza, I want a pizza. I don't think we need to play Hannah Montana and have the best of both worlds here. And that's my thoughts on that. What's next for us? Thinking of something. I guess it should be food related, since we're already on food, right? We talked about bologna sandwiches, salt and pepper, lasagna, pizza and hot dogs, and let's see. All right, we'll do the weirdest nachos I've ever had, because right now we're passing the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino on the Las Vegas Strip, and we went there to go to the Shark Reef with my kids, and there's a restaurant, like, you walk down this long hallway and there's this restaurant off to the side. It's kind of a weird location. It's not if you're going to the Mandalay Bay to go to the pool, because it's kind of the main entrance, I think, is from the pool side. But like, when you're going to the Shark Reef, it's kind of a strange way to get into the place. But we went there and we ordered Lobster Nachos, and nachos are great. Lobster is great. Lobster Nachos is not great. Lobster has that texture that some people can't take, and I really like. I love lobster. Lobster dipped in butter. God. Anyhow, the texture of the lobster on the nachos does not mix. Does not mix well at all. So I don't recommend the lobster nachos. And on top of that, it was kind of a splurge. Like, it wasn't cheap for these lobster nachos. I'm gonna ballpark for one plate that we shared. It was somewhere in the price range of $45-ish, and that was a few years ago when we tried those. And I'll add one more thing to the list, just for the heck of it. I've never tried it, always wanted to try it, is the foot-long, was it a foot-long? That doesn't sound right. How long was this thing? There was this huge burrito at the Sahara Las Vegas, and they used to advertise it. I think it was the Sahara that they had it at, and then they went to the SLS, and then they realized that naming wasn't bringing the customers in, so they went back to the Sahara, which I think was a good idea for them. But this burrito was humongous, and I always wanted to try it and never got a chance to do it. There's no way, even I'm a big guy, I don't think I could have finished the whole burrito. And they might have even had one of those challenges where if you finish the whole thing, you get it for free or something like that. But I would have definitely liked to take a shot at it. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys again tomorrow. I hope to be here tomorrow. And that's the end of the video.